You want to find out how you can integrate your Google Jamboard file into, let's say, a virtual meeting you're hosting? I'm Greco from Saperis, and in this video I'll show you how you can integrate Google Jamboard in a Google Meet call. In this video, I will be covering two separate ways of integrating a Google Jamboard file into a Google Meet call. First, creating and sharing a Jamboard ad hoc during a video call. Second, preparing a Jamboard in advance and then integrating it in a video call. Jane and Adam are in their Google Meet call. Yes, Google Meet, I am talking, but not with you. So what about if now they ad hoc want to create a new Google Jamboard so that they can start collaborating on this digital whiteboard? All Jane has to do is click on on the three dots, and then on the whiteboard, open a jam. So we have two possibilities. The first one would be the start a new Jamboard or start a new whiteboard. We'll click that, and this will prompt a new Jamboard to be created, and automatically we're prompted to give Adam editing rights on this document, which makes absolute sense so that the two of them can work on this document together during this call. So this is now sent, a new window opened, and this is now the new Jamboard. Let's say here, let's collaborate. There you go. And the two of them now can start working on this. Perfect. Now, okay, so this is Jane's view. This is how she was able to access this Jamboard. What about Adam, who's also in this Google Meet call? How is he notified about this newly created Jamboard? Well, let's have a look at the Google chat. Over here, the chat activities, you see I shared a jam with the file with the meeting. There you go. So this is now the link that Adam can click on. We did see that we gave him editing rights, so he can go ahead and start working on this Jamboard just the same. Now, there are two things that you have to keep in mind when you do this. First of all, if a third person were to join this call, let's say, I don't know, John also joins the call, well then John will have to be given rights on this Google Jamboard, and we will have to share the link with him again. He won't know anything about this. So this lets us understand that the editing rights or the permission on this digital whiteboard is given to anybody who's in the call, who's in this Google Meet call at the time and point where we've created this new whiteboard. Where is it stored? Let's have a look at Jane's My Drive. Let's go ahead and where is it? Here you go, down here. This is our team meeting board. To prove that, let me just click on it. And let's collaborate. That's what we created before. And as you see, as a matter of fact, Jane is still in that Jamboard, just in the other Chrome window. So to summarize, where can you find that specific Jamboard? It's in the top level of the owner of the calendar invite or of the Google Meet call. In this case, it's Jane example. The second thing to keep in mind is if you're a G Suite for Education user, let's say you're a teacher and you're teaching your class remotely, then you will have to grant editing rights manually to this Jamboard that has been inserted into this Google Meet call. I'm guessing this has been done for the G Suite for Education plan so that the students can't just start filling out crazy stuff on the Jamboard, but you as a teacher or a coach or mentor have the possibility of maybe only sharing something with them and having them watch you. In our next scenario, Jane has prepared a Google Jamboard, a whiteboard, a digital one that she wants to use. As a matter of fact, it's an Eisenhower matrix, and she and Adam want to go and plan their tasks, want to prioritize their tasks. How would she use this Jamboard? Well, again, click on the three dots, and then on whiteboard, open a jam, and this time choose from Drive. And she'll be presented some recent jams that she created, but she's looking for a very specific one. Let's go to Share Drives, Digital Business Strategy, and here you go. The Eisenhower matrix. This is the one she wants. Open jam, or you can also just simply double click And now she can use this pre-prepared Google Jamboard. If we have a look at the chat with everyone, it was not pasted. Okay, there you go. We had a short problem with internet connectivity here, but we're back live, and there you go. So now, so nice to see. Sometimes if there's an error like internet gone astray or gone lost, it was able to get back the connection, and here is now our Eisenhower matrix. So let's have a look at the chat again. You know what? Let me put this like so I can get back to it. There you go. So it was shared again, this gem file, and Adam can go ahead and use it. Let's have a look at this. So if you're wondering what this is, all I did here was I created an image of this Eisenhower matrix, and I put it or I inserted it into this Jamboard file. Very easy. And this on top here are sticky notes that you can use, and that's how you can go ahead and prioritize your tasks. I don't know, team meeting, whatever you like. By the way, I have a comprehensive guide on how to use Google Jamboard, all the possibilities you have. I'll be linking it right about now, so do have a look at that. And yeah, I would say that's how you can share a Google Jamboard that you have prepared in advance. There you go. Let me know on how you plan on using Google Jamboard in your Google Meet calls. And would you mind subscribing to my YouTube channel by hitting the subscribe button below? Because every week I publish new video tutorials just like this one, where I show you how you can use the different apps that are part of Google Workspace, and I would not want you to miss out on any of those video tutorials.